Hey people. Again, as I always do, apologize for my lack of uploading videos, but I want to give you guys an update. I've made some progress, you may have noticed. I'm going to start from somewhere, give you a brief update. Let's start at the top. Put on a set of fly bars. Now these bars are actually the highest riser bars I could find, because my son got some short arms, long trunk and short arms. Cleaned up the throttle tube, new grip, new throttle cable, new clutch lever that is a leverage type lever. In other words, there's 3 different positions you can attach the clutch cable to make it easier or harder, more or less throw. It's actually pretty easy to pull, and it's down to the motor and setup right now. Let's see, front fender was on. I finally got the fork guards and these little deals, the retaining bracket, finally put together. I had to go get some longer bolts, and unfortunately, as always, I picked too long, so I'm going to cut those off at some point here. Not sure when, but I will. I got them a little too long. And the brakes. Cleaned actually my buddy Tom Hooker over at Duff's Racing, he took these over and put them in a special cleaner. I just cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. I could not get that all off. But I've cleaned them all up real good and put new brake pads. I was planning to rebuild the caliper, but it was working great, so I'm gonna keep the rebuild kit for some time later in case it fails. Brake cable is put back together. We did order a new brake lever, but unfortunately it was the wrong one, so I'm just put this on just so I could bleed it, and it's a one-finger job, but bled really nice. Got clean fluid all the way through. That didn't work very good, did it? Let's see. Got the pipe on. It's a brand new FMF Fatty Gold Series, and it's all connected now with the gaskets and stuff installed. Rear brake, same kind of story. Had to clean the crap out of that brake caliper. I wanted to put new lines on, but I'm going to do it later. Unfortunately, the piston inside here was seized. I remember the guy saying the back brake didn't work. Luckily, I had a rebuild kit for that that I got through Duff's Racing. And so I took that all apart, cleaned it meticulously, and reinstalled it, and bled the rear brakes, and it was just like black stuff coming out. In fact, I think I'll show you. But excellent rear brake pedal now. New pads are installed. You can probably see those. Brand new pads ready to go. I am going to get a new reservoir. The little taps broke off that holds that up. I forgot about that. I've got another one on another bike, but I just don't want to take it from that bike, so I'm just going to get another one. Interestingly, I do not like, in fact I might have junked it. I do not like, I think I threw it away. No, it's underneath there. I do not like the KDX rear fender. There's another one. They are just atrocious to me. And so I ended up getting, in fact I got to show you something real quick here. I had to modify some stuff, because stock KDX does not use one of these styles of fenders. I ended up taking a fender from a 2004 KDX250. I had a spare new one, and I cut and trimmed and cut and trimmed to make it fit, and it actually looks pretty dang good. And this little molding line right here actually lines up with the rear seat real nice. You'll see when I get it all done. Let me see if I can show you. If I had to do it again, now that I have a template, I could actually do a much better job, but I just trimmed it. I know it's hard to see, there's not a lot of light, but I just trimmed it, and I've got one bolt going through there in the air box, and then each side has the seat bolt right here that goes through. This is something I want to show you. Oh, it's the wrong one, hang on. These brackets are supposed to go right there and underneath the stock fender. No wait, that's the wrong side. It's this side right here. And I obviously don't want that like that, but I might have to figure something out because I've got the muffler to attach to this right here, but that's obviously going to look gay to have that sticking out there, so I'm going to cut it off or something. I haven't decided yet, but I like the rear fender. I really like the rear fender the way it is. Let's go over here to electronics and stock stator, wiring running up into here. When you take stuff apart, it's easy to forget where everything goes. Long story made short, we've got stator wires that come back over here to the CDI. This is a relay. I think it's a lighting relay. I can't remember. But anyway, it's got wires back here for the tail light, but I'm not putting on a tail light yet. And then it's got this yellow wire right here. That yellow wire is basically from there's a little coil down in there for the headlight. In the stator cover there's a coil that goes up in here, and that powers this switch, basically all these switches. Now I don't have everything else. I just did this way. It has turn signals and horn and all that in case I decide to add blinkers or anything later. I just have the one switch block that does everything. Up here's the kill switch, high-low headlight, well actually park, high, and then you've got high and low right here. Took me a while to figure out how to wire all that up. It's all basically tucked away now, and I've got 3 wires that are still out because I'm going to use these to set up. Actually there were 4. Oh, maybe it was just 3. Yeah, one's a ground. I probably tied it up, but when I put the headlight together, I'm going to have a park light. Basically it's just going to be the ring, and then it'll have a high beam and low beam. So I left those wires out so I can wire them up when I'm ready. Let's see. So yeah, brake lines are all run. I ordered 2 new radiator guards. Here's one. I could take that one off and replace it, but I'm going to keep it so I can have a spare. Maybe I should put the new one on and make it look nice and keep the other one as a spare. But let's see what else. Oh, the tank rubbers are on now, and we have radiator fluid is in, holding, no leaks so far. Sorry, garbage trucks here. And we have oil in the transmission, so it's ready to go. Kicker, it's a stock kicker. I'm going to do a KDX250 mod later. It's a shorter kicker, only goes to here, fits in here nice. But for now we're going to use that. I had to get this off of eBay because the other one was destroyed. And Then the piece de resistance, where is it? Where did I put it? Man, that garbage truck is freaking loud. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. It's a Dep new silencer. These suckers are spendy. Only place I could find that made an aftermarket repackable spark arrestor silencer for this. I was going to actually take the stock one, bring it up, cut it off at the bend, make a new end plate and dump out the exhaust, and I may do that in the future. I could always sell this one. I don't know yet. I'm going to put this one on for now, so so the bike can at least be ridden, and then I'll figure out what to do with the other one. Maybe I'll modify it. Let's see. So that's pretty. It's getting. I mean, mechanically everything's there except for the tank and plastics and seat, I believe. What do you think of that pipe? That's sweet. That thing is freaking dandy. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is next I'm going to clean that tank, sand it down, try to restore it. I've got radiator guards back there and stuff. I'm going to try to restore that. I've got a new seat cover. That's what the seat cover looks like for the seat that I'm going to trim down for my short-legged boy. And I've got in that little blue box right there, I've got new graphics for the radiator guards. Anyway, brief update. She's getting close. If I can get these plastics done and the seat done today, or maybe at least the tank and the seat or something, I may be attempting to fire it up. We shall see. Anyway, sorry it's so late, guys. Have a good one. Chat with you soon.